Good morning. I'm Reed Yaden, live on the Faith Channel. It is 11 o'clock on a sun-splashed Friday morning in Kentuckiana, and we are live at the Festival of Faiths, just west of downtown Louisville in the Kentucky African American Heritage Center. What a beautiful space this is. I'm really excited to talk to the gentleman that I'm going to talk to, Russell Halsey. And I just met him a few minutes ago. First of all, I got to tell you, the guy is a jarhead, and I say that with respect. Oh, you're always a jarhead, aren't you?
Once a jarhead, always a jarhead. Yes, I am a United States Marine Corps veteran, and very auspiciously, the Festival of Faiths sort of began tailing off of Veterans Day, which was certainly not planned as far as I know, but it's something that I recognize and something that I'm actually quite proud of.
Will you let an Army guy interview you? Is that okay?
Well, I think, just this one time, in the spirit of togetherness in the festival.
I like that. That's
okay.
Right. That's compassion.
Okay,
That's
where Marines and soldiers can come together in peace.
You got it. Russell, I should tell you, is a graduate of Trinity High School here in Louisville.
Yes, sir.
You are an artist, a painter.
I am.
You have, and I'm going to have John Zender pan to him, you have two of the most wonderful likenesses of Thomas Merton I have ever seen.
Wow.
They are incredible.
Well, I really appreciate that. As I've told a number of people, and I've received a number of just very gracious comments that, quite frankly, are very humbling to me. If the works are inspiring or if they're perceived as great by anyone, it's because of the greatness of these two giants, who are being portrayed. And people really recognize the greatness that is inherent within. That's what's great.
Tell me about the style. How would you describe the style of art, the style of painting that you do? It's contemporary, but yet it's not over the edge contemporary, I don't think.
I agree with that, and I've long been working in the vein of contemporary art, and that is a very broad category. And I think I've pondered a long time on how to push boundaries aesthetically to some degree, but also to be able to pay homage enough historically to certain historical modes of working as an artist in the line of, say, portraiture, where anyone, whether you're an art aficionado or someone walking down the street, whoever, that anyone can relate to it on their level. It's very important to connect with everyone.
If you come down to Festival of Faiths, there is a wonderful handout here, and Chris, there are plenty of these available. Okay, there's a handout that you did. You have a lot of quotations from you in here, and I've just read through it briefly. I'm very impressed, but it also has some renderings, I guess, off of these paintings.
Yes, sir.
That are in here. How long did it take you to do that painting of Merton? And I guess you told me you like to get to know the person before you just sit down and you don't do a portrait. That would be an unfair description of the painting, of what you do.
I appreciate that. I'm really much more interested in rendering spirit more so than rendering a likeness, which is perhaps what a lot of times happens in art, and I'm not saying anything against that. I'm a great art lover.
There are many styles.
Yes, indeed. Yes. There are many styles, there are many faiths, there are many traditions, and they are all to be celebrated. We're all flowers in the garden. Exactly. Diversity makes it beautiful. Yeah. But this particular way of working, I tend to delve very deeply in a contemplative manner, much in the vein of Merton and how he approached work. And in fact, this took me altogether 7 years to complete.
Wow. I saw your quote at the beginning here.
Yes.
And you say right up front, 7 years of work there.
It begins with the first sentence, if you can call it a sentence, in the booklet, is the word 7. I wanted to pay a little bit of homage to Thomas Merton's great work in 1948, The Seven-Story Mountain. And this installation specifically did take 7 years. I will say that the bulk of that is spent for myself in deep contemplation, travels to India, a number of meditation retreats at the Abbey of Gethsemane, where Thomas Merton lived for 27 years of his life, here in rural Kentucky, reading every bit of every book that the man ever wrote that I can put my hands on, in order to channel, if you will, a certain feeling or spirit, so that I can try to manifest that and allow that to come through the painting.
And you succeeded. When I walked in and first looked at the painting right over here, that looks like Merton, but it's more than Merton. It's multidimensional, and you accomplished what you wanted to there.
Well, all I can say is thank you.
You really did. Give me what central theme in your studies and reading about Merton did you take away?
I think in particular his contemplative nature, but also his good sense of humor. Not that the humorous aspect is particularly evident in the work, but humor is just another avenue of sacred fire, which is love. It comes out of love, life, and Thomas Merton was a great practitioner of the beauty of life, and he inspires me, and he was inspired, and then so I've been inspired by him, and hopefully I can inspire you, and then hopefully through the vehicle of the media we can inspire others. And our aim is to be one link, an egoless link in the chain of inspiration, to carry it forward, to move it forward. That's our purpose,
well,
I believe.
You really, I think you obviously studied Merton in depth, and these were not just rushed paintings that you did for an exhibit. It's a large part of your life here, 7 years.
Yes. I consider if Thomas Merton considered monasticism to be his life, his vocation, his calling, then I hereby vow art as a communication vehicle and as a mode of inspiration, both personally and even more importantly for community, as my vocation. It's my calling.
Russell, I could talk to you forever. You are one of the greatest interviews that I have ever personally had.
Oh, please.
And I'm very impressed with your work. But more importantly, if people come down, they can meet you, they can see your work, pick up a copy of this pamphlet. If you have no other, there are many reasons to come down here, but coming down and seeing the work that Russell has done is worth the trip alone. Festival of Faiths goes on through Sunday. You're welcome to come down. It is a free event. It's at the beautiful Kentucky African American Heritage Center on Ali. Come down Ali westbound to 18th, turn right, and you are here. You will enjoy yourself. We'll check in with you again in about 30 minutes. Russell, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you in 30 minutes. I'm Reed Yaden, live from the Festival of Faiths on the Faith Channel.